Welcome back to Ask Allison. Here is today's question. I'm currently an elementary school counselor looking to transition slowly to a private pay practice. I've done the checklist and I think I'm ready to launch, but really struggle asking for what I'm worth. It's especially difficult since many of the people who want to see me are former students and their families. How do I navigate this from the get-go? I really don't want to take insurance if I don't have to. Thanks. So first, I want to thank Therapy Notes for sponsoring Ask Allison. They're the #1 rated electronic health record available today. With live telephone support 7 days a week, it's clear why Therapy Notes is rated 4.9 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot and has a 5-star rating on Google. Therapy Notes makes billing, scheduling, note-taking, and telehealth incredibly easy. And for you prescribers out there, they also have ePrescribe. If you're coming from another EHR, Therapy Notes makes the transition incredibly easy, importing your demographic data free of charge so you can get going right away. Find out what more than 100,000 mental health professionals already know. Use promo code ABUNDANT at therapynotes.com for 2 months free. All right, I love this question. I want you to depersonalize your fee because there is not a number that captures your worth. What we do is truly beyond something a number can communicate. So this idea of charging your worth, which is really popular, and I think is really saying like, charge a number that makes sense for you to continue doing the great work you do. Like that version of it makes sense, but I think the quick and dirty share, like charge what you're worth, doesn't make sense because that number has nothing to do with our worth. So we're going to use math instead. And I want you to figure out the amount of money you need to make the life you want to live. I'm talking not just about like your mortgage payments and utilities, but your yoga classes that you want to take, your vacation, saving for retirement, paying your taxes, the juicy CEUs, those kinds of things. So let's say you find that you need your practice to make $125,000 a year. I plucked that from the air. And you want to see 20 clients a week. If you charge $150 for 20 sessions per week and you take 6 weeks off a year, then you're making $126,000 a year. So again, $150 a session, 20 sessions a week, 6 weeks off a year, you're at $126,000. Now, if you charge $175 per session, you only need to see 17 people per week paying that amount. And then you can see 3 people a week on a sliding scale. It can slide down however low you want because you're already making your goal amount of money. You can also make more money. Like you're already at 126,000, seeing 17 people a week. You add on 3 more people a week at whatever sliding scale you want. You're making more money than your goal, which is fantastic. And you're keeping up with the number of sessions you want. If you charge $200 per session, you only need to see 15 people paying that fee. And then you can see 5 sessions per week at a sliding scale rate. And you're not only reaching your financial goals, you're honoring the boundary of how many sessions you want to have per week. I think of my premium fee as supplementing my sliding scale fees rather than thinking of my premium fees as the fee. That prevents resentment as more people call who are willing to pay that premium fee. I don't ever get like, oh, I have this sliding scale person in a slot that could have gone to a full paying person. I don't have that. I just see it as supplementing. And my fee is high because I want to serve people who can't afford it. And this is not popular in the sometimes dichotomous premium fee space where sliding scale is often seen as you violating your own boundaries. Personally, I might not be alive today if sliding scale hadn't been available to me when I was young, so I'm going to keep offering it. If you decide to offer sliding scale, and I do want you to think about it, I don't want you to take it as like the easy road out that I'm giving you of like, oh, I can do a hybrid practice. You can, but I want you to think about why you're doing sliding scale. And if you're clear you want to do it, make sure that you're picky and who you're offering sliding scale to. Make sure they're really great fits. Make sure they actually need the sliding scale. I once worked with a client who I didn't realize absolutely didn't need it until she brought in like multiple real designer handbags over the course of our time together. And I was like, that's a session, that's 2 sessions. And that did build resentment. So that's one option on how to handle this. But I really want to encourage you to think about making the money you need to continue in this career comfortably and without resentment before you start strategizing on how to take care of other people's financial needs. And if you need to get more clients in the door or calling who can afford your premium fees, then join us in the Abundance Party. That link's in our bio. Today's free worksheet is called Figures Not Feelings. It effectively uses math to bust through some of the emotional concerns we have as we are starting our practice. I hope that helps, and have a great day.